Hey yo, here is a quick overview of my online classroom. So this is my landing page. Welcome to Ms. Doe's class. I'm so happy you're here. As you scroll down, you will see a welcome to Math 101. There's a link to the syllabus and it will link to this. This would more than likely be the little flyer that I send home with students, to their parents. The content will be available in the modules. So if I click the modules, it will open up over here, start here where it has the course introductions and then the class introduction, and this will be your first discussion board post. Anything that has a check mark is something that needs to be submitted. So if I click on the course introduction, basically it will tell you that all assignments that have a check mark are those that need to be submitted. Let's see if I can go back. The class introduction, like I said, is a discussion board post where I'm asking students to create a video or screencast to introduce themselves to each other and to me, with their name, favorite color, their birth month, favorite subject, and any other interesting facts that will help us get to know them better. I did add here, if they do not want to be on a live video, I know some students cannot be seen in video, so I said that they can use the VoiceThread, which is a website where they can record voiceovers and add a picture. And I added the discussion board rubric. I'm going to slide back. So I have it set up as the start here module. This little area has to be completed. So the class introduction has to be completed before you get to Unit 1. And for Math Unit 1, again, this is 3rd grade. We're looking at rounding, addition, and subtraction. So I have a pre-unit self-evaluation that links to a Google form where students can just answer the following questions and submit it, and then I will get their answers. Then I have the Unit 1 summary, which talks about what the unit is about. It has the standards that will be discussed or touched on, unit specific prep, pictorials, number lines, unit vocabulary, and materials that will be needed. If I go to the next one, there's resources. All the resources are linked. Again, this would be the pre-unit self-evaluation, lesson 1 quiz, the interactive number line for, I believe, is discussion board 1's tool to use. Lesson 2, there's an exit ticket. It's an attachment, not a link. Well, it links to an attachment, I should say. And then there's an addition within 1000 worksheet, the post-unit self-evaluation, the group project directions and rubric, and then below are some videos that are linked in the lessons. Again, this is the pre-test for Unit 1. And this test will be done within Canvas. Then I have it broken down into lessons. So lesson 1, there's nothing to click here. It's just like a title. There's the lesson 1 introduction. This is the lesson 1 discussion board. I decided not to have it specifically done within Canvas. So for this, we're doing a Padlet activity or a Padlet board. So the prompt is to think about a board game. The board game tic-tac-toe. Everyone knows that there's a way to play tic-tac-toe so that you never lose. Do you agree with the statement? If so, what is your strategy? If not, play it and see if you can come up with your own strategy. And then students will click here and add the responses to the board. Let's go back. Lesson 1 activity, list the activity and the resources that will be needed for lesson 1. So I have the purpose, the introduction, there's a screencast of me teaching this lesson, and as independent work. And then at the bottom there's a formative assessment, so you'll be asked to take an exit ticket, which would be the quiz, the lesson 1 quiz. After that, well, here's the quiz. After that, it will go then into lesson 2 introduction, which is kind of the same. The objective, the standards, the assignments, and materials that you would need. The number line discussion, this one will be done within Canvas, where I will ask students to use the number line, which is attached in this link. It's an interactive number line, to determine which 100 that is, which 100 is 320 closest to, if that makes any type of sense. So you would plot 300 and 400, and then determine if 320 is closer to 300 or 400, and then students can explain their answer in the discussion board. Then we go down to lesson 3. There is again the introduction, the discussion, the activity and resources, kind of the same as the first two, but what I want to look at right now is the end of unit group project. So for here I have, I have the group project here. Basically, to sum it up, it just says this unit was all about rounding, addition, and subtraction. Use what you've learned to do this group project. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. So the goal or the task is to help the committee figure out how to plan and prepare the food and the games for the end of year picnic. So there's 3 different activities. The first one is estimate the number of students and teachers. The second one is to determine the cost per person. And then the last one would be the activity 3, where you're planning the activities, and the prizes, you want to make sure you have enough. So I am giving students kind of freedom of creativity, if that makes any type of sense, where they can use a variety of multimedia formats. They can use VoiceThreads, Padlets, presentations, documents, anything they want to use. Even if it's a poster and we're in person, they can share it. And at the bottom it says to view the rubric. You're going to click here, and that will take you to kind of the same thing, where it's the directions, and then as you scroll down, it's the rubric. So yeah, that was a quick rundown of my online classroom. Once you get through Unit 1, the prerequisite for Unit 2 is Unit 1. So students cannot access Unit 2 until everything, including this self-evaluation, post-unit self-evaluation, is done. They cannot access Unit 2.